Dr. Tarver, former President Trump has allegedly caused racial division and violence in this country, but some would argue he has done more for Black America than Democrats. Can you tell us? Can you speak to that?
Absolutely. The reality when you're looking at uh, the the tensions that went on, and even in 2020, the tensions that went on in 2020 with Antifa and Black Lives Matter destroying cities. The one city that I live in Lansing, Michigan, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Kalamazoo, Michigan, and they attempted to do that in Detroit, and it was thwarted. But the reality is tearing up cities, the destruction of property that taxpayers have to pay for was co-signed by the Democrat Party.
That's all
And
Black
a lot of these individuals, they were co-signed by the
January 6th.
Democrat
That's all I got to
Party.
say. January
I
It
would
was
just like to know what she's
co-signed.
talking about when she says Democrat Party. Isn't the name of the party the Democratic Party?
It's the Democrat Party. It's the
So you
Democrat
just happened to
Party.
miss the IC at the end, or did you just not see that?
Well, let's not get caught up in semantics.
It's a Democrat Party. It's a Democrat Party. We live in a constitutional republic, and we vote democratically. But as far as the
And the
Democrat
name of the party is the Democratic Party, correct?
it's the Democrat Party, honey.
So you refuse to
at
call it the
end
name of the
day,
actual party.
But
Okay.
there's been no political or policy gains that have reached the kitchen table and the gas tanks from the Democrats in any state that we can think of. There's none. And any community.
Well, my question, Dr. Tarver, but I think you missed the question. The question is what Trump's administration did for Black America. A lot of people say that Trump's administration did more for Black America than the Democrats. So I'm giving you a chance.
The administration was able to do in terms of saving our communities and reducing crime and having the First Step Act and redoing what Senator Joe Biden had put in place with the three strikes laws and the aggressive laws that Joe Biden submitted and that William Jefferson Clinton signed. Two Democrats. The worst criminal justice reforms in the history of our country that incarcerated most of our people. Donald Trump undid that. That was what he did to help our communities, also with community zones and economic zones, and with education as well, to help uplift our community and education. But we look at those things as being a quality approach to safety and security, and looking at the city of New York right now. And when you relax the crime and you have soft on crime prosecutors, that did not occur under Donald Trump. That is what is occurring right now, where you can go into California and steal up to $900 worth of whatever, because it's gone run rampant by Democrat policies.
And so the problem I have with what she just said here is that you can't have it both ways. Do you want tough on crime positions, which President Biden took when he was a senator, or do you want to remove those tough on crime positions and then you have a situation where crime is apparently rising again? Also, do you want a situation where
it was not tough on crime?
Hold that thought, Dr. Tarver. Go ahead, Christopher.
You have a situation where you are saying that these cities have been destroyed, as if suddenly Kalamazoo and Lansing, Michigan are no longer in existence. And I'm pretty sure the governor of Michigan, a Democrat, is still there helping to actually build Michigan and rebuild those towns from being picketed and protested in. So that's just not the case. One problem, though, I would like to definitely bring up. You bring up these things that the crime bill, which Democrats passed. What other things that were in the crime bill? The Violence Against Women Act, the assault weapons ban, the ability to really stop a lot of these major incidents of crime from happening, which you are in favor of, but you're not in favor of, but you are in favor of. And something else I would also make sure to bring up is when you talk about 2020 and the crime that happened in 2020, who was president in 2020?